We are getting a Hogwarts Legacy sequel. Hi guys, it's Eve. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the very exciting news that we are going to be getting a sequel to the Hogwarts Legacy game. So Hogwarts Legacy 2. Don't know if that'll be the official name. They might, add something to it, add a little bit of subtext to the title, don't know. But we're getting a sequel. So this is something that has been rumoured for a very long time. A lot of people have been, expecting there's probably going to be a sequel, but it hadn't been ever actually officially confirmed until the other day. So on the 3rd of September, Quidditch Champions was released. It was brought out by Portkey Games, which are owned by Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers and Portkey Games also brought out Hogwarts Legacy. And in an interview, Warner Brothers, basically sort of talking about Quidditch Champions, they said that now that that game's out, their priority is a successor to Hogwarts Legacy, so confirming that a sequel to the game is very much in the works. I've heard a lot of these rumours over the past couple of months, and I hadn't been sure how to feel. I, in my head, thought, well, hopefully they're not working on a sequel and actually are instead of working on a DLC, an expansion pack for the first game, because I feel like they already have such a good game that people have spent a lot of money on and that people are really invested in. So it'd be amazing to make that game even better, maybe add an additional expansion pack where it's a bit more story, like Christmas at Hogwarts, something like that, and basically adding more that's not just costume based, because any updates they've done have basically been cosmetic based. So if they could do a few more updates or expansions that add some more quests and gameplay to it before doing a sequel. However, I did a video about this on TikTok and someone made the valid point of they might not have ever sort of made the game with that in mind, and if you've not made the game with that plan of putting in an expansion, it can be quite hard to then make one after, which obviously I'm not in the game developing industry, so I have no clue. But that actually did make sense, and maybe that just wasn't what they had planned for this game. Maybe Hogwarts Legacy, they wanted to just be, it's its own game, it's its own open world game. I think I've just always thought whenever I've experienced open world games, there usually are expansions added later, like thinking of The Witcher, for example, Red Dead Redemption, there's usually expansions. But maybe for this game, it's just not, it just wasn't the plan. They want to have these separate games. And so the plan was always to have it as Hogwarts Legacy, maybe add updates and stuff like that, but that's basically it, and then we will make a new game. So it's completely fair enough if that was just their plan. I think I always love DLCs and expansion packs, and they can be good for if people have maybe saved up for the game, because it is an expensive game, and expansions can be good for if someone's saved up to buy that game. Maybe they can't afford or don't want to buy a whole new game when a new one comes out, but they would be happy to sort of spend a small amount of money on adding to the game, such as expansions and stuff. So that's the only thing. But the fact they're bringing out a sequel doesn't mean they won't add more to the original game. It's rumoured that they might be bringing out a director's cut of Hogwarts Legacy, so there still very much might be updates and changes and things added to it, so it's not a write-off. Just my honest initial thoughts on it when I heard about the sequel. I was a bit like, why are they starting again when they've already got a brilliant game? A key thing as well that someone said was how they won't have to start again. They already have the world built. They already have the crux of it done. Obviously, we don't know what Hogwarts Legacy 2 would look like. We don't know if it would be set in, I'm guessing it'd be set in the same place, in Hogwarts, and therefore the surrounding world would be the same, because it'd be a bit weird if they suddenly changed it. They might add something, like maybe they'll add Diagon Alley or add another part of the world, but they probably won't change the world that's already been made, which will mean it won't take as long, because they've said this game is expected in the next couple of years, so it doesn't look like it's going to take as long, and it won't be as long of a wait as it was for Hogwarts Legacy, the first game, because they already have a lot of it sort of made, ready to go to start off from. But that's obviously not to say they're not going to add more to it. It's really interesting to see what they do with this, if it's going to be following on from the same story, if it's going to take that same sort of format. Is it the same student but you're in your next year at Hogwarts? Is it now from someone else's perspective? Are you starting from year one maybe? Will they do that you follow them through the years at Hogwarts? Will it be that you're now a professor? No clue yet as to if it's going to follow the same structure as the story and gameplay of Hogwarts Legacy, the first game. Or is it going to be the same but new and improved, adding elements such as maybe adding Diagon Alley, maybe adding Quidditch, maybe adding a morality system? What is it that they're going to add? Or is it it's going to be an entirely new setup, such as you're playing as a different type of character? Maybe you can switch characters. Maybe you're going through all the years rather than just one year. It's going to be really, we don't know all this information yet, because all we know is that there's definitely going to be a sequel. But I'm really intrigued as to what that game's gonna look like. As I said, my first reaction when I heard about this was to be a bit disappointed, because I was so keen for there to be expansions on the first game. I think partly because we have that game now. I've completed it. I do have more run-throughs and stuff to do, which is what I sort of stream on Twitch. but like I've experienced it all. I've experienced the game now. So, but because it's there and available now, I think that's why I'm like, I'd love expansions because it would add to the game sooner. It would mean I could go back to it and continue playing now. Whereas the idea of a sequel, it's like, well, we now have to wait years before we can play more. That's, I think, where the disappointment came from, but the more I think about it, the more I get excited. And I'm sure they will add more to the original game because they'll need to keep people interested and invested by making the second one. And they obviously have other exciting things, like they've released Quidditch Champions, maybe they have other games in the works, who knows? I mean, they have literally in the statement said that the successor of Hogwarts Legacy is their priority, so it seems like that is going to probably be the next now big Harry Potter game release, which is really exciting. And the fact they've said it's only going to be a couple of years, I don't know what that means. Is that literally like, it could be in the next 2 years, next 5, I don't know. I mean, couple usually means 2, so hopefully it might mean that we get it by 2026, which would actually then tie in really nicely with the release of the HBO series, which is maybe what they're aiming for. Because when the HBO series comes out, Harry Potter's going to get a resurgence, like people are going to be talking about it loads again. So they might want to sort of jump on that and sort of then be releasing a big Harry Potter game at the same time, because you'll have all the people that already love Harry Potter that are now thinking about it, talking about it again, being like, do you know what, I'm watching this, I'm in the Harry Potter mood, I also want to get this game. Or new people that are maybe discovering Harry Potter, discovering their love for it for the first time through the series, being like, well, now I want to play a game of it. Perfect, let me get Hogwarts Legacy 2, or get both, 1 and 2. So I think that actually does make sense. They'll probably try and tie it in to be near or around the same time as the HBO Harry Potter series release. Because of what they said about a couple of years down the line, it's thought therefore as well it will be that it'll release on like the current generation of consoles. So the PlayStation 5 will still be around, the current Xbox, all of that. It won't be like, okay, now Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be released when PlayStation 6 is released, so we're going to have to get a new console and everything. Obviously, nothing's certain. If it takes a while, takes longer than expected or whatever, then maybe that will happen. The fact they've said couple of years makes it sound like we haven't got ages to wait, and it's aiming to try and be done so that it's all on, this current generation of consoles, which would be good. It's obviously literally, this is like the very, very early stages, but we know we're going to be getting a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy. I am really excited. As much as I've had mixed feelings about it, I am very excited because I'm always excited for more Harry Potter content and more Harry Potter games. And if we do get updates and additional things added to the first game and we have a sequel, then I will be super, super happy. Yeah, so it was just a super quick video really, just to sort of update you guys on that and let you know what we know so far. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on this and updating you whenever we hear anything. So make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on so you don't miss any of that. And I'm also going to be doing a video very soon going through some theories of what might be included in Hogwarts Legacy 2 and maybe some of the things we hope will be included or hope won't be included. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd be so grateful if you give the video a thumbs up and if you'd subscribe and put notifications on so you don't miss any updates about Harry Potter games. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch as well, because I stream all these Harry Potter games over there. So I stream Hogwarts Legacy, I stream Quidditch Champions, I stream Sims where I make Harry Potter characters, so you don't want to miss out on that. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.